coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
2nd and 6 at the Lions' 20.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Ross Blacklock on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now it's Tannehill. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Buster screen.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
10 goal, Arizona.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
quarter with the score Cardinals 3, Lions nothing.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Scored Cardinals 10.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Off play action, Tannehill. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 10. Lions 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going with Lindsey. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go with Chubb on second down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill gonna let one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First and 33 yards that time. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
No gain on the play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Tannehill throwing again. He'll drop it underneath to White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with White. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is
his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Lions 14. Cardinals 13.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And the Cardinal first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going deep for ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
10-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Oh, wide open. Complete. 20.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
Touchdown. Detroit. Allen Robinson. An even 90 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 29.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun with White. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they're moving is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Absolutely. Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
4th down and goal.
Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up the monster screen. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
On 3rd down. It's Lindsey, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.